Hello, it's Collette from the Sacred Rose Temple, and I am here to give you this week's energy forecast. Well, I'm quite sure that you agree that the eclipse energy was pretty strong, and I think you would be having to live in a glass bubble to have not been able to feel what this eclipse was trying to do. It's been really powerful before the eclipse. The oncoming energies, celestial, cosmological energies, are really trying to support our transformation. And there is no difference with that eclipse. I mean, the eclipse are wild cards. They're a time that the veil's thin and our shadows can really be seen. The things that have been holding us back, the behaviors that we've been embroiled in, the places, the people, the jobs, all of that has been trying to show itself to you to say that that hasn't been beneficial for you at all. You have to feel what must be released into the shadows by naming it, writing it down so that you can walk into a lighter path. The blood moon we had was also an alchemical transformation. As the Earth's shadow cloaked the moon, we are constantly reminded in their moments that there is a descent and a rebirth, that we go inward, we claim the dark, we come out and we're lighter, we're stronger. So it is a time about getting radically honest with ourselves, and we've still got the opportunity to do that. Today is a new day where we're beginning to feel new things coming in from some of the qualities that have been shadow that we've realized about ourselves. So the more that you've realized about yourself in the aspect of your shadow, the more rebirth that will come in. So what shadow aspects have shown themselves to you? Where have those things in you really disillusioned you and kept you in cycles that you're in? I delivered a class called the Nine Temples last night, and it's the first week of 9 temple classes. And it was all about the first veils of illusion that the Sri Yantra represent. And these illusionary veils, which were made very explicit last night in the class, are the four main veils that keep people in the delusion of a lower living life. Now, we know that the Buddhism talks about living in suffering, and that the suffering realms are made up of our own behaviors, actually. So I spoke about them in great detail, the four petals, and how we look at those four illusions as holding us back, us holding ourselves back. Until we realize those, where we're living in those, what illusions we're holding, we kind of keep manifesting and creating the same life, the same problems. Problem will appear in a lover over and over again, even though his face might change or her face might change. So it's a real time to get hold of the illusions and the behavior within yourself that will allow you to move out of repeated loops and cycles. It's about the biggest word is about accountability, is about you being accountable. Well, I get in these relationships because I am like XYZ, or I end up in jobs I don't like because I don't have self-worth. I have a belief about myself that I am perfect, that I don't get things wrong. And that then makes people stay away from me. You really have to see your own delusion to work with this properly. So, yeah, there's deep work. The deception that you hold about the veils of illusion all around you, the Maya, as it's called as well, limit you. They really limit you. They stop you getting the love of your life. They stop you getting the job of your dreams. What is it? Write them down. So the eclipse portal, again, we've got another eclipse in 2 weeks. So we're in a deep clearing space, a deep understanding space of these darker aspects, these shadow behaviors. And these reflections really bring upon an alchemical process. The alchemical process is happening, the blackening is happening. It is a part of the Magnus Opus, or the journey of alchemy, that the blackening putrefies and shows all the impurities and the things that aren't pure, that need to be changed. So it's worthy of your time to go through this alchemical process as deeply as you can. What it's asking us to do once the alchemical process, the blackening has happened, is step into a more creative, spiritual, illuminary path. And that's what's coming, not yet. But we're kind of looking forward and thinking, if I dissolved that unworthiness, or I stopped living through my maiden or my inner child, then I will get XYZ. And that is what this could look like if I did the work. This asks you to step into imagination, to imagine it, to see it, to know that the work that you do now can get you to it. And it's about grounding the dreams, the imagination into your psyche so that you see that as the direction forward when the eclipses are over. I think it's really powerful, powerful time. And I really wouldn't avoid sitting down with a pen and paper, writing down the illusions, writing down the areas in your life which are not really great, and trying to work out why they are like that. This is prime time to do it. That will also begin to bubble the illusions. It will start to putrefy that shadow and allow for illuminations. So it's up to you. Spend as much time as you can writing these things down, and you will see a distinct change of energy. The day today, which is Monday the 8th, as well, I can't help but share, is a real kind of energetic time for new beginnings. This would have been a very ancient Marian festival. You know, my love of Mother Mary as a symbol of the divine feminine that goes back to at least the 6th century. And it would be today exactly 9 months since the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. So this is the time that the we say this, don't we? We celebrate Christmas on 25th of December, but that would not have been the birth. It would have been now in September. So we have a feel that this was the full pregnancy. You are full in your womb with all of this alchemy. And then anybody that knows that's had a baby, there's kind of a lot of shadow stuff come up just before birth, a lot of fear, a lot of other things come up. But the birth portal is about us from today, celebrating that there could be a new life force of energy ready to be carried into the world. And it's not just a life force, it's a Christed life force, it's an anointed life force. It's a life force that is in service of the sacred. It allows us to bring intentions for renewal, for spiritual growth, for love. And it helps us to connect with a deeper wisdom of our heart, trusting in that inner guidance that we hold within ourselves. It really is an opportunity, this, if we can go through the next 2 weeks, putrefying, seeing the illusions and the veils and the mayas, to bring in more sacred purpose into your life, more sacred purpose into your work, more sacred purpose into your love life. What is it you ail about? What is it you yearn for? These are the questions that really are worth thinking about today. So I want to keep it short because it seems pretty simple that we need to make clear the shadow, the patterns, the loops, the behaviors, so that we can begin to take action and come out of those behaviors. So what do you need to do if you're in cycles of low self-worth? What needs healing if you keep attracting disconnected lovers? They're the kind of questions that we need to answer instead of placing blame outside of ourselves. Bring them back to our own behaviors, understand that they magnetize and attract, and that it's time to change those so that you can step forward into a brand new cycle of different story instead of those same old stories. So I'm wishing you much love and luck and blessings and love that will be able to drop you into a place of complete rebirth. I am longing for it in my own internal landscape. Also, if you wish to go deeper into this, then please join the 9 temples. The first recording's in there. We've got 9 weeks of looking at the veils of illusion, of dropping deeper into the sacred self. That's what this course is about, and you're still able to join. I'm also offering a 30-minute free session for anyone that recommends the course to someone, and that is taken up. So that's there as well. And also, I will be dropping in my own acknowledgement of being more in role of my sacred service. I will be dropping a new Druidess training. The details of that will be shared after I've shared it with my Druidry group on Shift Network. They will get the first kind of unveiling of that. So keep your eyes out. If you're not on my mailing list, have a look at www.templedelarose.com and you'll see places to sign up for my mailing list. And from there, you will be sent all of these informations the first. You will get these energy forecasts as well first before anybody else. And also many other things. I send out free meditations, invitations. So I'd love to see you on my portal. Take care. Lots of love, Collette.